of life and energy sermonites. Xuefeng, the universe is an energy body that exists for life to use. In the universe, there are only three things: structure, consciousness, and energy. Structure, consciousness, and energy are the three essential elements that constitute life. Without structure, there can be no life. Without consciousness, there can be no life. Without energy, there can be no life. Energy is attached to structure. Without structure, energy is merely a state of chaos. Only when energy attaches itself to structure does it become Hundun. Chaos is disorderly, while Hundun is orderly. Disorderly chaotic energy has no power, but orderly Hundunic energy displays great force. Structure naturally absorbs energy. Different structures absorb different kinds of energy. Plant a seed and it begins to absorb energy, gradually growing stronger. Once energy is lost, life will perish. The process of life is a process of competing for energy. Whoever obtains more energy will grow stronger. Whoever obtains less energy will have a fragile life and may perish early. Whoever can continuously obtain energy will allow life to continue endlessly. The universe is performing a great contest for energy. A human life is a life of constantly striving for energy, drifting up and down in the great river of gaining and losing energy. Energy is divided into yin energy and yang energy. The energy that forms matter is yang energy. The energy that forms the soul is yin energy. Men possess yang energy while women possess yin energy. Women lack yang energy and men lack yin energy. What psychology calls the father complex and mother complex is in fact children seeking energy from their fathers and mothers. Girls generally prefer their fathers and boys generally prefer their mothers because girls need yang energy while boys need yin energy. When children grow up and the energy provided by their parents becomes insufficient, they begin to seek energy from the opposite sex. The ultimate purpose of marrying or seeking lovers is to obtain energy, although people are usually not clearly aware of this. When children rebel against their parents, the hidden meaning is, on the one hand, to protect their own energy from being lost, and on the other hand, to obtain energy from their parents through resistance. Conflicts between husband and wife are essentially struggles to seize energy from one another. People with bad tempers lack energy because the energy they need has not been satisfied. Those who are dispirited, pale and thin, weak in their limbs, lacking confidence, timid and fearful, endlessly talkative, eager for fame and success, fond of complaining, inwardly dissatisfied, full of hatred, or pretentious and affected, all behave this way because they lack energy. In order to obtain energy, people have learned to control others. Countries, nations, political parties, religions, organizations, and individuals all rack their brains trying to control one another. Once one side can control the other side's energy will belong to it. A typical example is the mutual control between husband and wife. When a man and a woman first meet, their love releases energy toward each other, and this is the pleasant and comfortable stage. But as energy is consumed, they begin to control each other, trying to absorb the other's energy. Quarreling, fighting, sulking, ignoring each other, holding grudges, pretending to be ill, or even resisting with threats of death are all attempts to seize the other person's energy. A wife does not want her husband to associate with other women, and a husband does not want his wife to associate with other men. The purpose is to prevent the leakage of energy. The stronger a man is, the more he needs a woman's energy. The more gentle and yin-like a woman is, the more she needs a man's energy. When the energy from one partner cannot satisfy the need, he or she begins to seek energy from more members of the opposite sex. Energy exists everywhere in the universe. The channels for obtaining energy are boundless. Unfortunately and sadly, human beings have long focused their efforts on only two channels, plundering natural resources and controlling others, while ignoring many other channels. All human contradictions and conflicts originate from struggles for energy. All misfortune and sorrow in marriage arise from attempts to control the other person's energy. If humans wish to live peacefully with nature and with one another, they must abandon the attempt to control others. Nations, religions, political parties, and organizations must disappear. If husband and wife wish to be happy, they must abandon controlling and possessing each other. Life can become infinite if you can elevate the frequency of your thinking and directly obtain an endless supply of energy from the universe. Do not scheme to obtain energy from others. As long as you can discover beauty and possess selfless love, you will be able to obtain an endless flow of energy. Learn to release energy. Only by releasing can you obtain. The more you release, the more you gain. Never attempt to control others. Controlling another person's consciousness is not only abusing them, but also ruining yourself. Ask the greatest creator for energy. June 5th, 2006. 如果你